Jai Shri Mataji. Good morning to everyone. Let us all collectively bow down to Shri Mataji, raise our Mother Kundalini and put Bandhan. Shri Ganesh Mantra. Now let us listen to Shri Mataji's speech.
Today is a great day to come to Brighton because it's the day of Buddha's birthday. Today is Buddha's birthday, Lord Buddha's birthday. You all have heard about his birth and that his mother dreamt of an elephant, of a large white elephant, before the birth of Buddha. And then it was predicted that a child will be born in your family who will be either a great saint or a very great king, as in Sanskrit called Chakravarti, means the one who is the ruler of the whole world. So the father got worried and he thought he must get the son involved into the family life, into material life, and give him all the pleasures of life. So he built a very special place for him, beautiful palace to live in, and where he got married to a girl called Yashodhara, was a very, very beautiful woman, gave him all the pleasures of life, everything that he could do to entice this boy away from asceticism. Also, you know the story of his going one day on the road, how he found three types of people, and how he felt that why a person should become old, why should a person suffer in life, and why should people die. So, all these three things put an inquiry into himself, and he started trying to understand why these things happen to human beings. With this, the inquiry started. So, uh, he reached a point where he could not bear any more the comforts and the all the attachments that were entangled around him by his father. He had a son whose name was Rahul, and he left the son and the wife in the search of the truth. Now, he started from a wrong end, I should say, for the search of the truth, because he wanted to know why there are miseries in the human beings. And so he started from collective towards the set. When we see miseries all around us, many people have seen, they say, what about others? Will everybody get realization? Will everybody will have this? You see, this comes from the wrong end, I feel, because first of all we must know, are we all right? Have we are we perfect? Are we full of joy? Have we received the absolute knowledge? If you start from this point, it's always better. Because he started from the wrong point, searching it from the collective, to remove the miseries of the people, he had to go in a very roundabout. So he read all the books and Vedas, and this he went to big Pandits, to all the great knowledgeable people, to meet them, to ask them the answer why there are these three things. That is, the roga is the health or miserable physical body, then the death and the old age. Went and asked so many people, and they said, you have to die because you are born. And then they said that you have to become old because you are born like that, and you have to suffer because you commit sins. He was not satisfied with his answer. So he went on searching and searching and searching. And then he got tired, absolutely fed up. When he went to a place called Gaya, very near Patna it is, I have seen the place and the tree. And he sat under a banyan tree where he slept off because he got so tired of his sleep. And after the sleep he got up, and suddenly he got his realization. And he thought the whole drama is over. Now his mother herself was Adishakti, who gave him the birth, and she died just after the birth of the child. And he got this realization. Now, at that time, when he got his realization, there was nobody to tell him what it is, that what it means. Realization is nobody to decode or talk about anything that was to be understood by him. But because of his tremendous seeking and such ardent desire that the Shuddha Ichha, the Kundalini itself, rose. But of course, the Adi Shakti blessed him and he got his realization under the banyan tree. Now, any incarnation which came on this earth had to samayachar, according to the time, the need of the time had to act. Firstly. Secondly, the need of the incarnation to come on this earth was first created in the human being. So, supposing at a time when there was too much of ritualism, Brahminism, or priesthood, and people were trying to take everything onto those artificial rituals and all that, an incarnation had to come on this earth to correct those ideas. Like Krishna came at a time when he said, this is all Leela, puja and everything he cancelled. Nothing doing, no puja, nothing. You just have ras, enjoy yourself. It's all a joke going on, see. So he brought that concept at that time in the awareness of people that the whole world is a Leela, is a play of God's own whims. So you just enjoy it. And that's how he created this wonderful festival of Holi, which we had in Delhi. I don't know, any one of you who was there for the Holi? No. You were there?
2 years.
No, but this time you were not there. All right. You might get the pictures of that. All right. So in the same way, when Buddha came in, first problem was that he thought that it's better not to talk about God. Because in his search, everybody told him the answer was, oh, it's God who does it. He punishes you. It's God who gives you this old age. It's God who does it. But what is this God after all? Why does he do it? He said, you better ask the God. Where is the God? So everybody put every blame on God as usual. Even that's done today. Nothing new. And nothing unusual, I should say. So this must be done by God. If you cut your throat, God put my knife in my hand and he cut my throat. So you see, he thought better not talk of God. Because everybody is going towards God. Then the people whom he met, they said, now I have become God. He said, how? He said, I am God. Or what? Why? Because he could mesmerize people. He said, I have become God. Just imagine. So he thought that is very dangerous to talk of God, because people take God in the hand and use it for their own purpose. Always say, oh, this is what the God has to do, and it's God has done it, and I'm in connection with God and I'll tell God. So he got a fright and he said, better not talk about God, because that puts the attention of the people on ritualism, artificial things. They are building temples after temples and just doing all these horrible things which one should not do. Like if you go to the south, you'll find in the temples they shave their heads of the leaves. They shave it completely. And that they have to, this all cobbled along the sides of the walls of the temple. And the ladies who shave their head are just rolling along the sides. You see, they have to do it sometimes 1008 times, rolling magic. And the water is poured on them. God knows what is the ritual from where it has come. So the poor women go on rolling, rolling, rolling like that. And somebody is pouring water on them all the time, buckets after buckets. The husband and the brother and all, they bring one after another. You see, one is finished, then another one. Poor lady is rolling like that on that muddy, sort of a cobbled area. I mean, I was shocked when I saw this. I said, what's this? And then later on, you see, they became modern. So they started selling the hair, you see, abroad. So the whole thing became a big industry in Madras, you see. The hair was made into this bouffant and all that you turn it, you see. And sent to England and other places. So it's, I mean, in the name of God, ridiculous things were done. Ridiculous things were done. So he just thought, better not talk about God. The first step is self-realization. He was a great Sir Yogi, I must say. Because he said, nothing doing, don't talk about God or anything. First, you get your realization. That was the first condition. Establish it. Unless and until you have established your realization, nothing doing. So he just started his own method of propagating Buddha's knowledge, or you can Buddhism, as they call it. Of course, it became Ism later on. So all that he started with the idea that people should first become Buddha. Buddha means realize. Buddha is to know. So Buddha means the person who has known, means the one who is a realizer. So what he says, Buddham Sharanam Gacchami. I surrender. Sharanam is I surrender to the Buddhas, means to all the Sahajogis. You are all Buddhas because you know. When you know, you are the Buddha. Now, without going into all that nonsense of renunciation and shaving your head and wearing that dress and everything, you have achieved your realization. It's a short circuit or a short path. Why? Because he started from the other side. But if he had started directly from himself, you see, it would have been better. You see, in practical sense, I'll tell you how it is. Supposing you want to repair your house. So, you have to have instrument for that house. But supposing you are worried about all the houses of the world and you start repairing. Neither you will repair other houses nor yours. So first you must practice on yourself. Put your attention to yourself. It also is a method by which you avoid seeing the point, seeing the reality, that if you are not all right, how can you improve the whole world? So when your attention goes to other things, you must know that there's something wrong with you first of all, which must be corrected. And that's why it took him so much time to go round and round and round. He had to give up his wife, give up his family, give up everything and get to realization. Because by giving up everything, he realized that it is he who should achieve. It's a very circuitous way. But you can just say it doesn't exist anything, first let me get all right. That's Sahaja. Now what happened? That became a method for people to achieve God. Many people think that you must suffer like Christ to achieve God. You must renounce the world, then achieve God. Actually, renouncing the world and all that is just a myth. How do you renounce the world? It's myth. What are you renouncing? I mean, in any case, you can't carry this with you, can you? I mean, can you even carry, I would say, even a thread? Nothing. When you come like this. You are born with closed fists. When you go, the hands are like this also. Have you ever seen a dead corpse? He always has his hands like this. Nothing empty. Just going like this. So you don't take anything from here. So this renouncing this, I renounce that, I give up this, I give up my wife, I give up that. Has no meaning. Because it's a state of mind in which your being becomes, I don't know the English word for that, which doesn't stick to something. What is it called?
Released.
No. You see, any substance that doesn't stick to anything. I mean, we have all kinds of stick plastic.
Unattached. Unattached.
No, but that quality, there's a quality of the temperament which doesn't stick to it. Doesn't stick to anything. I mean, you put it here, it will come out. You can say the soap or something like that.
Like mercury, mother.
Huh?
Like mercury, it just flows.
Like mercury. But mercury also you can apply sometimes, with heat. But this is something beyond mercury. It's absolute, which doesn't stick to anything. You see, you just become like that. Oh, you do wear this, you wear that, you have this, all right. You are never. The name of the goddess is Nirmama. Nirmama. That for her nothing is her own. You see, she doesn't stick to it. She is in everything, but she doesn't stick to anything. For example, now see the light here. It's not sticking to anything, it exists by itself. Doesn't stick to anything. This is the nearest you can say, it doesn't stick to anything. Anything tries to stick it, you see, gets burnt. That's a good idea. So this is what it is. This is called an enlightened person. Doesn't stick to anything. And whatever tries to come very close gets burnt off. So, such a person is not attached to anything. But that's not a mental thing that you can do that, oh, I'm not attached to you. See, it's very common in this country, especially, I hate you. But you can't hate anyone. How can you? And nor can you love anyone, because the attachment cannot give you both the qualities. You see, because you are attached to someone, you say that you hate, simultaneously you are loving them. Because these are the dual qualities of attachment. See? So once you have attachment, you have both things. One moment you hate, another moment you love, another moment you hate, then you love and you don't know what's the matter with yourself. But the thing is, the quality of the mind is such that it is either getting attached mentally or either getting detached mentally. But actually, anybody say you love someone very much. No, you don't even die together, whatever you may try. You cannot die together. One person has to die earlier, another has to die later. So the answer to his question that he asked was, why all these things are caused? So he said, it is because of desire. Because of human desire, these are all problems are caused, like the death, like the old age, or the sickness are caused by desire. Now see in Sahaja Yoga language how we should understand him. Is the desire, as you know, is the left side. Left side gives you death. When the left side is very much used, you get to death ultimately when it is exhausted. When the left side is out, desire, you also get sickness. And when the left side is used too much, you get your old age. Of course, the right side is the one which does it, but the left side is the originator. If you have no desire, you won't go into the right side. First is the desire. The starting point is the desire. He reached the point all right, but he didn't clearly say what desire means. Desire means the left side. When we have the pure desire, which is the Kundalini, then all these things are neutralized. When the Kundalini rises, the pure desire, the real desire, the only desire, it gives you the absolute by which you don't get old, you don't die, and you do not get sick. Because you achieve that which is eternal. It does not die. You become the spirit. When you want to die, you die. When you want to be reborn, you are reborn. And you have that realized temperament within you. It does not die. That's what you take with you. Now you take your realization with you when you die. So what he tried to say was to build up that we should not have any desires. Now, because, you see, his passage was like that. He went from one to another, giving up this desire, that desire, that desire, that desire. Ultimately, he came to Kundalini. It's the same. Yan neti neti vachanai nigamo avochus. When you got saying not this, not this, not this, not this, not this, then you go to a point where you say, then what ultimately left is the desire, which is the pure desire. The desire that is the Kundalini. Say, for example, you say, I'll have a house. No, I'll not have a house. I'll have a car. No car. No, I'll not have a wife. I'll not look at any woman. I'll have nothing to do with it. I'll give up this, give up that, give up that, give up that, give up that. Till you reach a point where you are at an absolute point. And there you realize that the Kundalini rises. But I think it is going too far. Why not start from the Kundalini, right? There. It's a simple thing. So Sahaja Yoga is the other way around stuff. Is that you better start from the Kundalini and neutralize all your left side. You see the point now? That's why Buddha was always regarded as an atheist. He was not. He was not an atheist. But as a matter of policy, he and Mahavira, they were contemporary. They decided, let's not have the name of God anywhere near. Because once you start the God business, big philosophies are built and people just start claiming it. I mean, they become that. Actually, anybody who reads Gita becomes a sort of a Krishna. Sri Krishna himself is the way he talks. People, I mean, you can be shocked the way they talk. As if they are Sri Krishna giving an advice to Arjuna, sitting on a chariot. They behave in that manner, their style is like that. I met one fellow called Chinmayanand, and I was amazed, the way he was talking. I was surprised. I mean, he was just behaving like Sri Krishna, of course, horrid looking, but he thought he was Sri Krishna himself, you see. So that's what identification takes place with human beings when they start talking about God or his ways and others. So he said, all right, put that out. Just talk about self-realization. That's
Mahamantras. Thank you, Shri Mataji, for this beautiful morning meditation. Let us all bow down to Shri Mataji, raise our Mother Kundalini and put bandhan. We will continue with our morning meditation tomorrow morning, same time. Jai Shri Mataji.